Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in his cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, oh, listen, Steve Harvey, why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey, you know, y'all better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, don't go afraid to go on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, if I had time enough to tell the whole trip, the whole journey, then y'all would be sitting up in there going, okay, Steve, are we going to play the show this week? But man, it's been a lot of amazing things has happened to me over the years. And not all of them good. It's been some amazingly bad things that have happened too. But I just come on in the morning as a reminder to everybody of the actual goodness of God, that, you know, man, that these mistakes that you're making, that these setbacks that you keep having, that these falls that keep occurring in your life, that they all are leading you somewhere if you just don't ever give up. That's the key. You can never, ever give up, because you don't know how the trip has been laid out for you. You know, if somebody had told me years ago when I had the dream of being on TV, and then I thought about being one of the best comedians I could be, you know, when I started, if somebody had told me everything that was going to happen in order for me to get there, I would have changed it. I would have said, okay, well, I ain't going to be that. How about this? See, and no one can know all of the events of their life ahead of time. You know, it'd be so nice, wouldn't it? You know, to prepare for it, see it coming, be aware of the haters, always knowing when the backstabbing moment is coming in your life, always knowing when you're going to get blindsided by the enemy. It would be really great to know that, wouldn't it? Well, that's not how it works. So, since no one knows exactly the challenges and the pitfalls and the detours that's going to beset them, it's imperative that you just don't give up. Because, see, knowing these things, we as human beings, by nature, would choose another route. But it ain't the route God got for you, though. See, the route God got for you, if you trying to do the right thing, if you doing the best you can, if you ain't out here just intentionally just messing over folks, if you using faith, and that's the belief in things that you cannot see, if you have something on the inside of you that keeps saying there's got to be more to life than that, then that's you. You, my friend, have a great chance here. And if you've ever had that feeling and gave up on it, just get it back. Just ask for it back. Just say, hey, man, I'm getting back to the way I used to be. Because there's a change that's available in your life, but you got to take it. You got to take a shot at it, folks. There's a chance for you to get it right, but you got to take a shot at it, folks. There's a chance for you to turn this whole thing around with God's help, but you got to take a shot at it. You. See, this decision is yours. The decision to lay down and give up, that's yours. It ain't it just got too hard for me, life too much. Man, life hard and too much for everybody. What I got to get you to see is if you don't lay down and give into it, there's some great things in store for your life. Because all of the things, every lesson I've ever learned, the best lesson has been a bought lesson. My father used to always tell me, he said, son, best lessons in life, the one you'll value and learn the most is a bought lesson. I didn't quite understand that being young, but I sure got it now. Ain't no lesson like a bought lesson, the one you pay for. Those are the ones that hold to you, that stick to you, that start turning you into who you're going to be. Those are the character builders. See, you got to be forged to get to where you want to go in life. See, that's what the challenges and missteps is for. That's what the failing is about. Now, I know you don't like it. I didn't. I know you're not comfortable with it. I wouldn't. I know you wish it was over sooner than later. I always do. I always want it to be over sooner than later, because the later, man, it just seems like it's so much I got to go through. But let me tell you something, man. If you can forge your way through it and understand that you are forged in life. I don't know. I was on TBN one time and I was doing one of my motivational speeches, and I began to wonder about this experience I had at Ford Motor Company. And one of the things that I had came to the realization of was that job at Ford Motor Company taught me a couple of valuable lessons. First of all, that I had to be at work on time, because I always was. I had a really, really good work record, man. I was a great employee because I didn't want to disappoint anybody. You know, I'd already saw the look on my parents' face when I flunked out of college. I wanted my father to know that I was a hard worker. And so when I got the job at Ford, I wanted to prove to my father, my mother, you know, the naysayers, hey, man, I know how to stick to something. But my last job after the auto industry started going down, my last job was in the foundry. And my job was to stand at the end almost where the engines first come out of the furnace. See, the engines are poured into a mold. It's hot, melted down metal, whatever they call it, lava, whatever. They pour it into a mold, and it goes into this furnace that's extremely hot. And my job was, after the heat was applied to the engine block, it would come through, and it would go through a hardening stage. But the way it was hardening, they would cool it suddenly. They would flush it with water. It would just blast water on it. But the fire and the high temperature is what made the engine block solidify. It's because it's got to get real hot, get melted down first. Then it's got to get poured into a mold. Then it's got to be pressure hit with water and all of this. And then and it's real hot now. It's still hot, even though there's water been shot up. But when it comes out the end of the side, there's a lot of flashing in it. And flashing is metal from that to drip through the cast molding on it, just like flecks of extra pieces of metal. My job was to hit this engine block in the front with this huge, heavy rubber mallet, knock all the flashing off the front, and when it came around back, to bam, hit it real hard again on the backside. And that became the core of what the car is. A car without a great engine is nothing. It's just a pretty looking vehicle over there. But if it can't do what it was made to do because the engine block then cracked. See, you can have a car look real good, but if it freezes, an engine block crack, your car, it's over, man. You got to get a new block. The block is the core. But in order for for the car to do what it's got to do, it's got to have a strong engine in it. In order for the engine to be strong, it's got to be forged in steel, come through fire, get poured in a mold, cooled off, heated, knocked around, beat on the front end, beat on the back end in order for it to be what it's going to be. The moral of the story, folks, is you got to get forged in fire to be what you're going to be. You got to get beat up. You got to get pressure washed. You got to have heat on you. You got to get melted down. You got to get poured into a mold. That's how you become who you are. So the tough things that you're going through, the difficult challenges and the setbacks. I know a brother who went to prison, man, and the whole reason he ended up going to prison because he was looking out the window, looking out in the yard at him working out. And then the next thing you know, man, this brother decided that he was going to go out there and work out. Well, guess what? He's one of the top trainers in country today.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I have your undivided attention, please? This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Let's stop all that extra. Who I'm trying to be.
I don't know.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Stop all this acting.
Yes. That's who we want. That's what the people want. You.
Back off
Real
up
deal.
in this hill. Well, first of all, I want to thank the Lord that I'm alive, that I survived the weekend.
Amen, amen again.
Boy. Thank you, Lord.
You had to pause.
Yeah.
You had a little retreat, that's all.
Yeah, I meant it wasn't a retreat. It was all forward. Now, retreat is when you pull back.
Okay.
This was all forward. Man.
Had a great time, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to post some more exciting stuff soon, just not now.
Okay.
Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, good morning, Steve. Welcome back in one piece. Yeah.
Carla Farrell.
Happy Monday. What's up, Steve and crew? What's
This is
up?
the original crew, Nephew Tommy.
Yay, yay. Welcome back, baby. It's Monday. Let's get it, big doggy.
Woo.
You wooing already? You
Tell
just
us,
got
Steve.
here. You just got to work.
Tell us one story, one good story.
Give us something. Give us a little something.
Yeah, but
You always have a story for us, Steve.
I'm trying
You
to
gotta
think of
have a
what I
story.
could say, though. All right, I was hanging out this weekend, and an old frat brother of mine stopped by. His name, Lucky Love. I want to thank God for Lucky Love, one of the most brilliant brothers I know. He was a chemist major in college. Genius. Now, the thing with genius people is something wrong with them. You do understand that, don't you?
Yeah, you're one of them. We know.
Wow. So he came and he's making his own beverages now. We'll just call them beverages.
Okay.
Okay.
And he bought
Cool.
this apple cider, with like a gallon apple cider jug with the little hook on it where you carry it with your finger in that little hook. But
Ain't
it's
no
all
writing on
glass. Ain't no writing on it. And it was brown and there was mushrooms in the bottom that stayed at the bottom. And he bought it for everybody to drink. Nobody touched it, and he didn't understand why. If you'd have saw what this drink looked like, I said, look, you expect us to drink it? I absolutely do. I said, well, I got to go to work Monday, and I want to be able to recall who I am on Monday. He said, well, don't drink this till Tuesday then.
Oh, goodness.
That's
All right.
the only story I can tell y'all.
Aw,
Did
man,
bring
you
the
have
jug
more,
back,
I'm
though?
sure.
Did
All right,
you
we
bring
got to...
the jug back?
Coming up at 32 after the hour, we'll have more from Steve. He'll think of more on the break. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Happy Monday, everyone. Woo, what a weekend. What a weekend, huh? Steve told us a little bit about his weekend
I
earlier.
think that's all I could tell. I can't.
That's a shame when you got a sense of your weekend.
Can't even
That's a good weekend, though. When you got a sensory,
Uh-huh.
that's a good weekend. Keep it to yourself.
Well,
You know what that remind me of?
What?
Reminds me of the movie Hangover.
Boy,
Boy, at the end of that movie, some stuff went down in that room.
boy, when they open up that phone and let it fly, woo!
I said, what in the world?
What was y'all doing, man?
No, man, when the dude walked in that bathroom and saw that tiger.
Oh, Lord. Yes.
He was trying to get out that damn bathroom.
And I love how it ended because it just left it your imagination. You figure out what happened because they never really told you in the first one.
Exactly.
So you had to come up with, what in the world happened to his tooth? What? Yeah, I love it.
Tommy, well, how was your weekend? What?
It was I was a real husband this weekend.
As opposed to a fake husband?
That doesn't mean I'm not. It doesn't mean I'm not one all day, every day.
Well, it sounds like it when you make comments like that.
What it sounded like just now.
I mean, it's just, she had so much stuff lined up. We was just doing event after event. My wife, Jackie. It was just event after event. We went to Jordan had a little league baseball tournament. We went to that.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, rush home. Rush home. We got a wedding at 12:45.
A what?
She ain't ready.
A what?
We
You
don't
have a
leave.
what? You have a what?
A wife. What?
No. After that,
I like that even better.
A wedding. I went to a wedding with my wife. What?
Because you said it right the first time.
Yeah.
See,
it threw
that
me.
one I ain't paying attention.
Boy.
Okay.
So man, we had a wedding and it's their second wedding. They said it wasn't gonna be extravagant. This thing was so extravagant. I was like, this is a big ass wedding. So everybody toasting all good stuff. I was like, won't somebody toast the real damn thing? Let's just really go on and put it out there.
Wow.
What does that mean, Tommy?
Wow.
What are you saying?
It's gonna be some good days. It's gonna be some bad days. That's what it's gonna be. Let's just put it out there.
But you don't say that at the toast.
Why not?
Yeah. Maybe.
It's their second time around. Let's get it right this time.
They ought to know this.
But Tommy, you just hating on the toast? You wanted to.
It was about 12 toasts. It was like going to a funeral where they be having them remarks for 3 minutes. It was just too many toasts.
There'll be days when you're going to regret this.
Excuse me. Too real.
No, you cannot.
There will be days when you're going to regret this. But take that out your mind, though, fast as you can. And try to remember that you love each other. When she's cussing you out, try to remember that you love each other.
That's exactly. Wow. So check this out. So after that, there is my wife's an AKA. So there's the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha. They having a regional convention. She wants to go hang out somewhere where they having something. Now, mind you, I got on clothes that I went to a wedding in. She done brought a change of clothes. She changed. She fly.
She's prepared.
She ready to go party. I got on the wedding suit I wore.
Wow.
The wedding suit you whoa.
Whoa. War?
No, whoa.
And Tommy, your wife can really dance. I mean, she
loves to dance.
really
You know how to
dance.
party, man.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen Jackie dance.
Jackie can
Oh,
dance,
yeah.
Steve.
Loves to
She can
dance.
dance.
Yeah.
She can really dance.
She can.
Well, that's a direct opposite of her husband. Cause he can now if you get his boy a cane. Oh, this boy hell on high water with a cane now. He showed some young boys up that came to a morning show performance one time, and they were stepping. Tommy took that cane from the young boys and showed them how to do it. They were sitting there with their mouths hanging open.
Wide open.
Wow.
Have you hopped with some young boys, man? It's different now.
Dog,
Like if I get with some young boys,
dog, I have no idea what they're doing.
What do you mean? They don't do it like you guys did it back in the day?
No, they clapping their hands between their legs, smacking their shoes, twirling, turning.
They never clap between their legs, Steve.
Not the
Oh
kids.
no! Oh no!
Oh, not the kids.
Oh no, sir! No, sir!
Okay.
No!
I'll take that as a no.
No, ain't no patting your boot. We ain't do no clapping between our legs. None of that.
Well, is something wrong with it? I mean, you don't.
I mean, look, it's evolved, so I can't say there's nothing wrong with it. The stuff looks good sometimes. Them young boys be doing it. I ain't mad at them. It just ain't what we did. It's so different now,
Changed.
Slide. slide, accuser, slide out. Too much. Where we going with this? What happened to the heart? Man, it's changed, man. It's different. It's fun to watch.
Days.
You know, them young boys be getting it, but after two of them, they through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and all them boys ain't in shape either. Some weight on their ass. You know, you jump up in there 3 times, clapping, barking and chanting, and doing a twirl, and the little skinny ass boy slide. One more time, Q's, slide. Okay, you can see the big boys starting to wheeze.
Do they bark differently? Because I know you bark strong. Excuse me?
Junior, understand. I'm surprised I have a voice. Me and a young boy got in a bark contest.
Oh, really?
Oh, I barked him down. down to the point where he sat down and said, I'm sorry. Come over here, man, with that.
All right, listen, church complaints with Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, a change.org petition seeking to have the intersection of Crenshaw and Slauson renamed to Nipsey Hussle Way. Also, in more entertainment news, Ray J and Prince's Love offer $20,000 for their missing dog. Plus, Shazam, yeah, that's a lot, huh? Shazam is #1 movie in America. How about that? But right now, it is Monday, and you know what that means. Reverend Motown, Deacon Def Jam in the building with today's church complaints. Let's go.
Mercy. We all for this wonderful weekend gather as we do traditionally on this great Monday morning of Epentatical Festivus and Pathology.
Run that by me one more time.
Equatology, Festivus, and Pathology.
Now, what's that last one mean?
Ampatology is when a person is tired of apologizing. Antipology. You are anti, which means against apologies.
Antipology. All
yes,
right.
sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Is that in the Urban Dictionary?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let us begin, Deacon, with the complaints.
All right, Pastor, this is going to need your approval. This coming Saturday, it has been brought to my attention that Floyd Mayweather will be speaking to all of our members, the Gucci followers in the main sanctuary. They want your approval if you're going to allow this or not. But once again, Floyd Mayweather will be speaking to all of the Gucci followers in the main sanctuary. It's your call.
We're going to allow Floyd to come forth and speak to the Gucci ministry because we are going to allow him to talk. Now, to counter that, we're going to have a word from T.I.
Thank you. That's our leader.
T.I., okay.
As a counterpoint to who is this? Mayweather.
You want them both on the same panel? You sure about this?
No, I was gonna have them come in later, 4 hours apart. But I'm afraid they're gonna run into each other because one of them ain't gonna be there but 4 hours late. No, I don't really know how this is gonna work out, but.
All right. I'll deal with it.
That's all
I'll
right.
deal with
You
it.
do that.
I'll call T.I. and I'll deal with both of them. All right. As you know, Pastor, a lot of pastors are getting their own private jet purchased by their congregations. We here at the JPJJ do not want to go without making sure our pastor is taken care of. Now, we don't have private jet money, but the church has agreed to buy you a train caboose where you can ride on the train, and we're going to trick out the caboose. Of course, we need your approval to get the money out the church account.
Well, I thank you for that. Now, we're going to have some problems because trains don't go everywhere.
Right. Well, you're not going to be able to go everywhere. That's
and then, you know, we just going to have to reroute out stop-off points to coordinate with the railroad system. So we're going to move our church to the East Coast, come from New York, like Philly, D.C., just like that. Baltimore, just like that. When I move, you move, just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. Bring that back. The girl that was in the one of the videos, I'm sorry, my mind is going blank. I'm so tired from this weekend.
That's all right.
The girl that was in the video with the Outcast ministry, the dark-skinned girl.
Yes, Lord, I remember exactly.
In front of the car. Yes, the church say amen.
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 I know.
Juday.
I got caught
Sister
up.
Juday.
Yes.
Praise God.
Let me bring this to your attention, Pastor.
What is that?
I don't think you knew it. The police were here at service yesterday.
What?
Someone broke into the weave shop down the street on Friday. They are missing 20 cases of Brazilian hair. Now, I'm just going to put it out there. Sister Davida and Sister LaPortia got hair down their back now, and their hair was short last week. Now, I don't know what we need to do about this, but we can't have these police coming in and out looking for
I do think it was them, because normally they wear Indian hair, and that wasn't a match at all. And I did notice this week their hair was more complimentary of their base root hair. So that was wonderful, because I've seen them go against the base root hair. And it just be too shiny and far too straight. Good Lord.
Wow.
Amen.
All right.
Amen. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Stealing in the name of the Lord.
Of the Lord. I don't know. That's an amen. But here we
go.
Their
hair looked a lot better this week.
It did look good. Now, I give them that. State Farm is asking for footage of Sister Doris Faye shouting on Sunday. As you know, she wears a neck brace and has a case pending because she failed at her job. You know she did 2 backflips and a somersault on Sunday, and you have the power, Pastor, if you want to give the footage to State Farm or not.
We can give the footage to State Farm. The State Farm can't get in the way when the Lord is moving.
Yeah, but it's going to complicate her case.
The spirit. No. She went back to being hurt immediately after that. But when the spirit hits, you got to go. Now, the fact that she done these backflips with that neck brace on, I can attest to that. Soon as the spirit left her, she got right back in that wheelchair.
But, Pastor, you don't see this? You don't see the problem?
No, sir, I don't. It's not our lawsuit, brother.
Okay, well, she's subject to gain 6 figures, Pastor. She's up to getting $200,000 if she gets this case together.
You get that plane.
You do know that, don't you?
All right, well, coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news. Thank you, Reverend Motown Deacon Def Jam. That's coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, Congresswoman Karen Bass plans to head to the House floor this week to formally enter Nipsey Hussle's contributions to South Los Angeles into the congressional record, where it will be a part of United States history forever. She says that's really nice. She says Nipsey was a proponent of community development at the real estate and intellectual level, who was all about empowerment, specifically when it came to the economic opportunity in South LA. A Change.org petition seeking to have the intersection of Crenshaw and Slauson in the Hyde Park neighborhood of Los Angeles renamed to Nipsey Hussle Way has attracted over 415,000 signatures and counting. In the meantime, Nipsey's memorial service is this coming Thursday at the Staples Center. Wow. Yeah, that's big.
Kind of like Michael Jackson.
Yeah. People loved Nipsey Hussle. I mean,
yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Tribute still all this past weekend.
Yeah, all over the world. Yeah. All right, well, we're going to switch gears, lighten things up a bit here. Ray J and his wife, Princess Love, are very serious, they say, about finding their missing dog. And by that, we mean they're willing to pay $20,000. That's right, $20,000 to anyone who finds it. Princess Love announced on Saturday night that one of the couple's Maltese dogs, Bugatti, that's his name, has gone missing from their home in Calabasas.
Okay, hold on.
What?
What the dog look like? Because I can get you a dog.
Maltese. Is it white?
White Maltese.
Yeah, white
yes,
Maltese.
it's white.
White Maltese.
Yeah.
That's what they want for 20.
See, if I do that, though,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give them the wrong dog because I don't know what a Maltese is.
Yes, you do. You know when you
You've
see
seen
one.
them.
You've seen them.
Cute
They're
dogs.
so cute.
Who answers to the
Everybody
name of...
think they dogs is cute.
Who answers to the name of Bugatti, though? That's the thing.
Well, see, ain't nobody.
Okay. So if we get a dog and train him to answer to Bugatti, we got 20 coming.
I think they going to know that's not him because the Bugatti that you going to train ain't even going to know Ray J now. We sitting there looking at their ass like they just is
Straight
crazy.
crazy.
They're like,
Man.
come here, Bugatti.
Bugatti, you all right? What? Bugatti? I'm Bugatti, but who are you?
Princess Love says they believe Bugatti might be in the neighboring Woodland Hills area. They live in Calabasas, she and Ray J. According to TMZ, Ray J's parents were dog sitting over the weekend when Bugatti escaped through a gate on their property around 3 p.m.
Mama
Saturday.
That's
Oh,
crazy,
that's
man.
It's
terrible.
Mama and them
Yeah.
fault.
Sonya, Mr.
Oh,
Willie.
I know.
We don't know where, and old people do. We don't know where that dog is.
Who left the gate open?
I looked out there and I saw the dog in the yard, and he was just running and running. And the next thing I know, I didn't see that dog. I said, "Hey, Gotti," and I ain't hear nothing. I said, Gotti. He said, "Daddy, it's Bugatti." Boy, I said Gotti now. And he don't answer to that. He ain't him. What, Mama, Daddy, we gotta find the dog. He gone. He ain't want to stay here no more. See, so Bottega, when he took off, I didn't know what he was doing.
It's Bugatti.
Oh, okay.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Same as my mom would say.
Cause you know, I called him. I was outside on the porch. Out, Maserati, Maserati, and he didn't come, and I said, "I'll be damn, Maserati gone."
All right, let's go to Miss Ann, Steve, please. Come on.
And then I thought I saw him, and I said, "There go Lamborghini." Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Porsche. Okay, this is Ann Tripp with the news, everybody. President Trump is back in Washington after addressing the Republican Jewish coalition at their annual convention in Las Vegas over the weekend. Trump reminded the crowd about his putting stricter sanctions on Iran, his decision to move the U.S. embassy from Tel Aviv to the Israeli capital of Jerusalem, and about his administration's recent recognition of the Jewish state's sovereignty over the Golan Heights. That's something the Palestinians are warning pushback over. They're not too happy about that. Also, this weekend, Trump checked out a new section of the southern border wall in Calexico, California, and the president had some advice to migrants hoping to come here from Central America. Trump says, turn around, because there's no place for you.
Our country is full. Our area is full. The sector is full. Can't take you anymore. I'm sorry.
Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen is resigning her post, and President Trump says the current head of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, Kevin McClellan, is going to be replacing her for now. The president had reportedly lashed out at Nielsen a number of times because illegal border crossings didn't stop. A 17th Democrat has entered the presidential race. Congressman Tim Ryan of Ohio held his first rally in Youngstown over the weekend. Youngstown supported Donald Trump for president, but has nevertheless continued to struggle with job losses. They say they voted for him because They wanted to get jobs. The FBI is assisting local police in Louisiana in investigating a string of suspicious fires in black churches in St. Landry's Parish. There have been 3 church blazes so far. Luckily, no injuries reported. Even in death, looks like rapper and community activist Nipsey Hussle is bringing people together. In fact, his murders now prompted a truce between LA's rival gangs. Warring bangers came together for a peace march last Friday in Crenshaw, near where Hussle was gunned down. LeBron James honored Nipsey Hussle last Thursday by wearing a shirt with an illustration of his face on it. Hussle's family, meanwhile, holding a memorial service for him this Thursday at LA Staples Center. They say tickets are going to be sold online if you are interested. Just look online for that. Rwanda is commemorating the 25th year since the start of the horrific genocide over there that wiped out some 800,000 Tutsis and the Hutus who tried to protect them. 800,000. The massacres took place over a 3-month period back in 1994. Finally, tops of the box office this weekend was Shazam.
Say my name so my powers may flow through you. Shazam. Say, okay, Shazam!
Ah, you're dead. Shazam brought in $53 million. Number 2 is Pet Sematary, a distant second with $25 million. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Carla, you wanted to shout out to your fans in Philly?
Our fans of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, yes, Shirley. Okay, this past weekend, I was in Philadelphia kicking it with the crew at WDAS.
All right.
First of all, shout out to my girl, Frankie Darcell.
Yes.
We was in
Frankie!
them streets.
Love
we
her.
was in them streets in Philly.
And the streets were talking.
Yes. We went and had pasta. We kicked it. We had a great time. And then Saturday was the Women of Excellence Luncheon. It was fantastic, saluting women in the Philadelphia, Delaware area that are giving back to their communities and just making a difference. And the Trailblazing Excellence Woman Award went to Eve. Rapper Eve and co-host from The Talk. You know, she is from Philly. Her family was there. It was a great time. Pastor Marvin Sapp performed. Raheem Devon performed. Brian McKnight, Tommy, Steve. It was star-studded. I had an opportunity. I took so many pictures. So many people. They love us so much. And we have been the morning show. Girl, we have been on the air over 13 years. At WDAS, their morning show. They are loyal and they love us. So I told them I was going to show them some love this morning.
We love Philly, too. We do.
Man.
WDAS. Oh, my God.
What?
Memories, yes.
Yes. Patty Jackson. Shout out to Derek. Yes, and everybody. So thank you. I had a good time. Steve, you want to say something to the Philly crew? Because they kept saying, tell Steve we love him. And Tommy and Shirley.
Anybody specific? Frankie Darcell, or anybody in specific you want me to holler at?
Anybody. Go ahead, baby. Run it. I don't care.
Ladies
Frankie.
and gentlemen, WDAS, the staple of the sound of Philly for I don't know how many years. But if you want the sound of Philly, you got to be on WDAS. Because if you ain't, that ain't going to sound like Philly.
That's right.
Because WDAS sounds like Philly to me.
Yes, sir.
Period.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I learned that from the great late Butterball.
Yes. Man, that city has so much history, so much music history. Just
Bill Scott.
Yeah.
Yes.
And one of the greatest stories from Steve ever came from Philly, remember?
Capitol
Which one
Grill
was
on
that?
Broad
Capitol
Street.
Grill, yes.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Embarrassed us all.
You have embarrassed us every possible way.
Yeah,
you
on
could.
every possible occasion, Tommy.
Whatever.
Yes.
all up and down the East Coast.
All right, we love you, Philly, and thank you. Coming up next at 34 after the hour, rapper Kodak Black has a lot of explaining to do. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, in today's hip-hop news, rapper Kodak Black apologized to Lauren London after he really disrespected her, even though a lot of people on social media think his apology was just a half blank.
He disrespected her how? What happened?
Well, I'm going to tell you. Saturday, a video circulated of Kodak calling Lauren that baby and whole widow out there. He went on to say he was
He
willing.
said what?
He called her that baby and whole widow out here.
What does whole widow mean?
Whole. It's just a slang. People say that, hole now. That's kind of a slang word. Anyway, whole widow out here. He went on to say he was willing to give her a year of crying and sugar honey iced tea before making a move on her. Well, I mean, needless to say,
stupid.
Steve.
That's
yeah,
stupid.
Yeah,
That's really stupid.
He made everybody mad. And people were outraged about this because he was disrespectful. The remarks were horrible. T.I. had something to say about it. Air personalities in the L.A. area, rapper The Game had something to say. So then Kodak went on Instagram to apologize for disrespecting Lauren London. Here it goes. Take a listen.
For all you other people like trying to fake act like y'all little boy me on the internet or checking me on the internet, that's how you feel, bro. That's how y'all want to feel. And I got a whole tour. Like, I'm in Georgia right now. Tomorrow I'll be in Norfolk, Virginia. Like, wherever y'all see me at, if that's how y'all feel, that's how y'all feel. Don't try to little boy me on the internet. Like, oh, you could hit my line. Rest in peace to dude. If I disrespected knowing that in any way, even though I know I didn't, my bad. My bad.
My bad.
Yeah.
But see, here's the deal, man. You can't. Here's where a lot of young dudes make the mistake. If you're going to apologize, your apology has to be sincere. Mm-hmm. Other than that, just stay off of it. Y'all try to get at me on the internet. No, they ain't trying. That's what they do. They at you. I got shows coming up. If that's how you feel, you know where I'm at. Okay, now you're gonna invite some problems to your situation. What you can't do, man, is threaten ignorant people. And there's some ignorant people out here. Now, the people that's honestly upset with you are not ignorant. They just trying to pull your coat. Like, hey, bro, that's disrespectful. This woman just lost her guy. Their children just lost their father, and he was a bad boy. So hold up, man. Pull up. That ain't what you do. But since you don't know, you done now made it worse. He has to. He got to come again, man.
Yeah, give a sincere, heartfelt apology.
How old is he? Because he sounds like he's 17.
Yeah, he's young. He's young. Kodak Black is young. I don't have his exact age. I'll look it up.
All y'all on the internet trying to get at me. Hey, man, that, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, hey, man, just take it from me. Look, when they coming for you, man, it'd be best just stay silent, bro.
Yeah. He's 21.
He's 21, yeah.
And Lauren London.
Oh, he's 21?
Yeah, he's huge, Mr.
He's in mourning right now. She lost her partner, her man, her husband, her love,
that's
father
not
of
what
her
you
children.
say.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not what you say. It was just inappropriate.
He said the wrong thing.
Yes, and it's okay to say that you said the wrong thing, and I apologize.
I mean
sincerely apologize.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I meant no disrespect. That he could say something like that, but that apology, no.
I mean, here's all you gotta say. Hey, man, I misspoke. It was in bad taste.
Yes, very.
I shouldn't have came like that, man. I was trying to be funny.
What? At that age, man, it's hard to show them how to fix something, how to just honestly just quickly fix
And you're
something.
right, Tommy, because all he did was make it worse. And now by him commenting and talking in the tone he worsened the situation, I believe.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we're going to move on, guys. And other entertainment news, the city of Chicago has threatened to sue Jussie Smollett. They want to recover their $130,000 cost of investigating his attack claim. And now his lawyer is hitting back with a threat of his own. Mark Garagos sent a letter to the city saying Smollett will not be intimidated and will sue the city for making false and defamatory statements by suggesting he faked his attack. Garagos insists that the attack was real and reminded the city that all 16 felony charges were dropped. So there.
All right. He didn't get on my damn nerves.
Yeah. All right, the nephew.
I just can't take no more Justin. I'm just tired, man.
Nephew is up next with the prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today's subject. One splash of alcohol ended everything. That is the subject, yeah. But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got, Neff?
My roommate, Benny.
What?
My roommate, Benny. Run it, cat.
Hello? Am I speak to Devin? Yeah, this he. Okay, hey man, this Chris. I live above you. I ain't never met you before, but you have you been calling the leasing office about complaining on me about I'm making too much noise or what?
Yeah, man. My bad, bro. I was trying to catch you, man. I could never catch you at home, man. It's just like, you know, bro.
I work at night. I work at night.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I work in the day. But I can't sleep at night, bro, because I don't know what's going on in your apartment. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be in your business. I'm not trying to be in your business, player. I just can't get no sleep at night, man, because there be a lot of noise up there, a lot of talking. And what you do is your business, bro. I'm just saying, man, please, dog.
Hey, man, but you ain't have to go to the leasing office, man. All you had to do, you know, was holler at me. They got me written up like, you know, one more complaint on me, they gonna put me out or something.
Well, yeah, dog, like I say, though, I was trying to find you. You know what I'm saying? But I guess we miss each other because you work at night, I work in the day. So, you know, when you going, I'm coming, and when I'm coming, you going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to start no I'm just trying to, you know, go to work and pay my bills, man. That's all.
I be at work at night, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my hustle on like you trying to get yours on during the day.
Hold on. Okay, let's make it make sense. Bruh, if you at work at night, somebody in your apartment talking loud than a keeping me up, square business.
Okay.
You got a roommate or something?
No, I ain't got no roommate.
Man,
you might have heard Benny.
Somebody in there talking loud, holding a conversation. It's like two people in there talking loud every night.
That's Benny, man. Benny be talking.
Okay, you say you ain't got no roommate, so who is Benny? Who is Benny?
Benny is my bird, my parrot. That's Benny be talking.
Oh, say, man, stop with me, dog. Listen, man. Why? Wait a minute. You trying to tell me a bird?
That's Benny, man. I done had Benny 10 years. That's my bird.
Birds don't even live that long. So now I'm up at night. I'm up at work because of a bird? That's what you want? That's what you call me to tell me? A bird?
I call you to tell you ain't got to be putting these complaints on me, man.
Say, man.
But I'm gone at night. That's Benny talking, man.
What the Benny then? Your bird,
dog. Hold on. Yo, Benny, dog. Wait a minute.
Hey, look, I'm telling you now. Do something with the bird then, or it's going to be some consequences and repercussions. I'm talking about some fried chicken around this.
Hey, man, Benny is like a family member to me.
Birds. Toucan Sam, the chicken on the cornflake box, Kentucky chicken, churches, all that. Your bird.
Hey, man, you don't tell me nothing bad about my bird. Okay, brother, you know what? Maybe me and you need to square off in front of each other, because you don't disrespect Benny, man.
Hey, all right. You think it's some... All right. I bet that be on my table when I get home. If it's a bird, then I bet that be on my dinner table, man.
Hey, man, now you ain't finna sit here and disrespect me and try to tell me what you gonna do to my bird. Now, you ain't finna do nothing stupid to Benny.
I tell you what. See, it's day. You at home right now. Wait till you go to work tonight. I bet you Benny don't be at that tomorrow. I bet you we be finger licking good tomorrow.
Hey, man, hold on a minute, man. Wait a minute, dog. What you can't do is start talking about what you gonna do to my bird. Now, I done told you filed for going to the leasing office calling me out, and now you on the phone. I'm trying to work this out with you, and now
man, you ain't trying to work it out. Now, first off, you call me and tell me that it's a bird holding a conversation with itself. I'm the stupid right now. I'm the stupid for even continuing this conversation about a bird that's keeping me up all night. Are you serious?
Man, maybe you need to get some earplugs or something, man.
Say, man, listen, bro. Listen. Whatever the it is, if it's a bird, a recording, whatever it is, you better do something with it. And if it's a bird, man, I'm going to be so insulted if this is a bird. I'm going to really...
It is a bird. It's Benny, man. It's Benny. All you had to do was come to me, and we could have handled this like me.
Hold on. Okay. We're going to handle it like me and then. First off, leasing office wouldn't give me your name. What's your name?
My name, Chris.
Okay, Chris. I'm Devin. There we go. Listen, dog, I ain't, for the past 3 months, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really been getting no sleep because of this bird. You say it's a bird. I don't believe that, but a bird, come on, dog.
That's my bird, Benny, man. I had Benny for 10 years.
Well, look, take the to work with you then. I don't care. Figure something out, but whatever going on up there with you and your bird need to come to an immediate halt, or it's going to be some dog.
Hey, man, what you can't do is threaten me about what's going on in my household, man.
Look here, you and Benny, Lenny, whatever the name is, you need to do something with that, or it's going to be some real issues. Man, why am I going back and forth with you about this, and you keep telling me something about a bird.
It's a bird. What's the problem with it? What's the problem understanding that people have pet birds?
Say, man, I don't give a if you have a pet bird, but really, this talks all night long. How do you live with this man? Cause don't never shut up.
I tell you what Benny told me to tell you though. Can I tell you what Benny told me to tell you?
Wait, Chris. Wait, bro. I don't want to hear what no bird told you to tell me. Oh, my God.
Can I tell you what Benny told me to tell you?
What the did Benny?
Benny told me to tell you this, that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy, Sean.
You Are you serious, dog?
David, did I get you, man?
You got me, dog. You got it, man. That guy, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna have to wait till this dude get home, dog, and talk to him. I ain't talk so much to you about this supposed bird. I don't know what's upstairs, man. I mean, the dude, dog, I be up all night. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing my sleep. I'm missing y'all in the morning because I'm browsing, hitting the snooze button.
I got one more thing to ask you, Debbie. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Oh, man, Steve Harvey Morning Show. We Nephew Tommy.
A roommate Benny, you know. Some people got human roommates. Some people got bird roommates. My roommate is a bird. You understand what I'm saying? My roommate Benny.
Can't stand you. You play too much.
Yeah, all right.
My mama bird. Remember Martin? My mama bird, Gina.
Hey, it's going down this Saturday. I'm at the Keswick Theater, Glenside, Pennsylvania. Me and the beautiful Samora and many, many more will be on this show. It's Saturday. We got 2 shows, one at 7, one at 10. I think Shirley Carl, I think they might have 2 tickets left per show. Maybe 2.
Let's go get those tickets, Carla. Come on, girl.
And where you going again, nephew?
I am in Glenside, Pennsylvania, outside of Philly, at the Keswick Theater.
From Philly.
I know. I'm headed that way, baby. And then the following week, Knoxville, Tennessee, Friday, April 19th at the Knoxville Civic Auditorium. The nephew is coming to town. Tickets on sale right now. Laying in the cut is Virginia Beach Comedy Club, May 2nd through the 4th. The nephew coming through there. And then Mother's Day weekend, Texarkana. That's right, Texarkana. A little bit of Texas, a little bit of Arkansas. At the Texarkana Convention Center, May 11th, Saturday night. The nephew is in the building. First time to Texarkana. Tickets on sale right now.
I've been there
Stupid on tour. Have y'all heard Stupid was on tour? Y'all ain't know?
We see him every day.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Okay,
locally.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
Hey, man, can I
Tommy?
say something?
Okay.
Can I just say something?
Go ahead, Steve.
You know, Tommy, I sit here oftentimes and I just let you go. Mm-hmm. But all this going to catch up with you, dog.
Oh, I mean.
What's that, bro?
What?
Benny the bird and,
Yeah,
Pranking folks.
Prank.
It's all going to catch up with you.
So you trying to say Stupid ain't winning? Stupid is winning right now with me.
Oh, Stupid always winning in the beginning. Oh, but dumb catch up to him after a while.
All right, thank you, nephew. Listen, up next, it is the Strawberry Letter. Subject, 1 splash of alcohol ended everything. We'll get into the Strawberry Letter right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for the Strawberry Letter for today. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please, please, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one today, okay?
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Woo, wait till you hear this one. Subject, 1 splash of alcohol ended everything. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm the subject from one of your recent letters. I was the wife that found out at a birthday cookout that my husband cheated on me with his best friend's daughter. Remember that letter last week, guys?
Hold on. Say it again.
Okay, this is the wife.
My husband cheated on me.
My husband cheated on me with his best friend's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that letter? Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. That day will stand out in my mind forever. We had only been at the party for a few minutes when my husband got a drink thrown in his face. I watched it all go left really quick. I had to drag my husband to safety because of all the men at the party. They were trying to jump on him. When we got home, I beat his behind too for embarrassing me. He had infidelity issues in the past and we worked through them. Little did I know he was back to his old tricks with his best friend's daughter. When I think back to how he came home from that business trip with scratches, rug burns, and a big whelp on his back, he told me it came from a demonstration he had done at the expo. After that night,
it was.
After that night, my husband told me he was not in love with me anymore. I told him he should leave, and he did. When he left, I put his clothes in a bag in a big old garbage can and destroyed everything he left at the house. My husband filed a police report when he saw his damaged stuff, and I ended up paying a $1,200 fine. What? But it was all worth it. It was all worth it. Our divorce is almost final, and I'm ready to hang out with my girls and start dating after being tied down for 25 years. But everyone in town knows my business, so I constantly deal with comments and rumors. I have considered moving to a new city. How do I move on? Please help. Can I just say from my heart to yours, I love you? Can I just say that?
Yes.
Right, Carla? I applaud everything you have done and are about to do, especially burning up the clothes in the garbage can. I applaud you. Applaud you. I applaud you.
That's not right, y'all.
Do you, boo? Yes.
Really not right.
Do you, boo? It sounds like you've been a good and faithful wife to your unfaithful, lying husband. 25 years, a really long time. You said you worked through his infidelity in the past. Well, you don't have to deal with that anymore from him. How do I move on, you ask? Well, I just, have to say you have to take it a day at a time. It's not going to be easy, but you will get through it. This too shall pass. Take it a day at a time. And you can ignore those haters that think they know your business. You don't owe them anything. You don't have to explain anything to them about what happened with your marriage. If they know everything, then they already know. So you just go on about your life. Don't let them run you out of town unless you want to go. It's your town too. Things happen. They have issues. All right, you can stay there and build a new life for yourself. Now, if you want to leave, that's on you, but you don't have to answer to them. You owe them nothing. And once again, I applaud you. I applaud you for getting rid of him. Steve?
Well, I can't argue with the female perspective of how you feel about this. The low-down ass dude.
Yeah.
He was going to get his drawers tore off by all the men in the girl's family. Or she threw the drink in his face. You found out he embarrassed you. You jumped on him at home. But you burned his clothes up. I don't. Just leave. Just say goodbye. Get your lawyer. Say it's over. What is you burning the clothes up for? Why does his clothes have to be burned?
Well, she says she put him in a big garbage can and destroyed everything he left at the house.
I don't understand. That's burning.
I hope so.
It's what it was. That's why she got the fine, because the black smoke was all over the neighborhood.
Yes. Yes.
That's what the fine was for.
She's
illegal burning.
You go, girl.
Now, but let's get into a couple of things that I want to talk about.
All right.
You got a $1,200 fine from the police. Probably got a restraining order. You ain't want to tell us that. But you must stay within 200 yards of your husband, probably. I'm just saying. But you happy, though. Because you've been released from 25 years of being tied down. But let's talk about why, though.
Why
Here
what?
is why.
Okay.
Because as you look back on how he came home from that business trip with scratches, rug burns, and a big old welt. Let's talk about this.
Woo.
First of all, how did he get the scratches? Well, I remember last week the lady saying, I was in the shower, taking a shower, and next thing I knew, I was holding on to the shower door for dear life.
bringing it.
When something is happening to you for your dear life, you probably reaching back, grabbing. I think that's how the scratches came about. Now, then it says rug burns.
Yeah.
She said last week it started in the shower, the bedroom, out on the balcony. I'm assuming he did all this while remaining in a certain position. But when you go to the bed, over the bed, on the way over there all the way over there to the balcony, I think he was on his knees. He was on his knees the entire time, hanging on. Then he was hanging on for dear life. See, you was hanging on for dear life in the shower. Then he was hanging on. That's how he got the rug burns. Now let's talk about this big quilt on his back. How did he get the big quilt on his back?
Wow.
I'll tell you that when we come back, but it happened on the balcony.
Wow. And this was his best friend's daughter, don't forget.
Yeah, don't worry about that. That's over. That's why the marriage is over.
Yes.
Daughter or girlfriend. And that's why the dude's going to whip his ass. But when I come back, and I'm going to tell you how this welt got on his back.
Okay.
How do I know all this stuff? 'Cause I'm 62.
All right, Steve, we'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, one splash of alcohol ended everything. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, one splash of alcohol ended everything.
This is a recap, Shirley. Last week, got the letter about the man that slept with his best friend's daughter. This woman writing in talking about, I'm the woman. I'm the wife of the man who slept with his best friend's daughter. And now I retaliated. We getting a divorce. I burned all his clothes up. All that's jumping off. We got it. So now here's the deal. He came home with scratches, rug burns, and a big quilt mark. Now, we went over how we got the scratches, because when he had her hanging on for dear life on the shower, you reach back when somebody got you hanging on for dear life. That's how the scratches got started. Then the rug burns was, she said it went from the shower to the bedroom to the balcony. I'm assuming he tried to stay in the same position the whole time, thus burning up his knees. Now, how did he get this big welt on his back? Because out on the balcony, there is always a railing.
Okay, all right.
Old dude done got tired. Now, his back is up against the railing.
Oh.
Thus, the welt on his back.
Wow, you have this thing figured out, don't you?
And I know that because of the fact that the reason I know that is because I've done all of this.
All right, bring it on home, boy.
Wait a minute.
I've done all of this. I've done all of this, all of it.
On the balcony?
I've gone from the shower to the bedroom to the balcony. All this has happened. It's very doable, and that's what popped off.
Okay.
So now I know how he got scratched. I know why his knees got burned on it. I know how you get a welt on your back. It can either come from the balcony railing or that TV.
The TV? You mean the TV? Okay, so what happened?
Sometimes you be leaning against that TV on your back.
Sometimes.
So what I think we should do is, Shirley, because this is what broke it up. She looked back on it. The razor started, but it just verified everything. When she went through how he was when he came from the expo.
The business trip.
Yeah.
With all the scratches and rug burns.
Yeah, so Shirley.
Yes.
I'm home. You mad, and you asking me about the scratches, rug burn. And this how I'm going to explain it. Knowing what I just told y'all happened, but this how he going to explain it at the house. Come on, let's go.
All right, and what about all these scratches you had on your back? What is that about?
Scratches?
Yeah, scratches.
You see some scratches on my back?
They're right there. They're right there. You know I see them. Anybody, a blind man can see them.
Well, see, what happened was, I was hanging my clothes up in the closet,
Yes.
And I fell back, and all the coat hangers spun off at the same time. And the hooks, all them hooks went across my back. I said, damn.
Now, that's a lie. That's a lie, and the truth ain't in it. You know that because you don't never hang your clothes up.
That's why I know I fell, because I was trying to do it for the first time.
And what about okay, all right, forget that, because you're just going to lie your way out of that. What about these rug burns? What's wrong with your knees? You know you got bad knees.
I know. I was going down the steps and fell, slid right on my knees.
We don't have carpet.
Now, no, but I was at the hotel at the expo. They do at the expo, and all them burns was on my knees.
Did anybody help you up?
Hell no, they ain't helped me up. And that's how I got the rest of them burns on my knee, because I was trying to get up, and I couldn't. And my knee was just burning.
Yeah, it looks like you really it looks like you were just sliding around the floor. That's what it looks like. It doesn't look like you fell. It doesn't look like you fell. It looks like you did it on purpose. All right, and the big welt
why would I do that on purpose to my knees? Them burns like that.
And what about the welt on your back? Explain that.
Well.
You don't see that big.
Say that again.
What?
You sounded like your nephew.
Well.
What about the big welt on your back? You didn't have that when you left out of here to go to your so-called business trip, your expo.
I don't see no welt on my back.
Turn around.
Yes.
Turn around, Jesse.
I am turning around. I still don't see nothing on my back. What is you tripping for?
Oh, I'm not tripping.
Make up your mind. Is they scratches or is they a welt?
It's both. It's a welt, it's a scratch, and your knees have rug burns.
What
and I don't believe you got it at the expo.
Of?
I'm cheating. Remember back in the day when you cheated? Well, we worked through that one. Remember that?
Wait a minute. I didn't have no scratches, rug burns, and a welt on my back then.
Yeah,
see, and that's how I cheat. So this can't be cheating.
Excuse me?
Because that's how I cheat. I cheat without all them marks. Now, you talking about these marks. It can't be, because when I cheat, I don't do marks.
No.
Now.
No.
Now.
No.
Okay.
I'm sick of your lies.
When I was working, let me ask you something. Baby,
Baby,
listen to me. Baby,
call me by my name, Alice.
Baby, listen to Alice. Look at this. Let Alice.
Alice.
Alice and Jess.
You said Alan.
Alice Imogene. Listen. Alice Imogene.
What, Jesse Earl?
When I made them mistakes before, I never was scratched or had the welts or the burns on my knee, because that ain't how I cheat.
You didn't have to, Jesse Earl. I caught you that time. I caught you, remember?
See, but you didn't catch me this time, because it wasn't nothing to catch.
Oh, Lord, I'm so sick of your lies. You will be getting your divorce papers soon. Any day now, okay?
Oh, you
in the
gonna
meantime,
divorce me?
Oh, it's already, yes. It's almost already done.
Okay, then, damn.
And you're going to walk out of here naked because I've destroyed everything in the garbage can. Thank you very much.
Wait a minute.
Come on, Alice.
Wait a minute. The pink suit?
All of that.
The pink?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I know this heifer ain't burned on my pink suit.
All right, we got to go.
I bought that for Valentine's Day with that girl.
All right, listen, we got to get out of here. Email us, Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. Coming up in 10 minutes, President Trump says to migrants, our country is full. And actor Isaiah Washington cheers on President Trump while calling out Mr. Obama. Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, these brothers getting on my damn nerves.
All right, we'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In political news, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Christian Nielsen resigned yesterday after clashing with the president over illegal border crossings. The president also said in his speech to migrants, immigrants, and asylum seekers at the borders, the country is full. Take a listen to this.
This is our new statement. The system is full. Can't take you anymore. Whether it's asylum, whether it's anything you want, it's illegal immigration, can't take you anymore. We can't take you. Our country is full. Our area is full. The sector is full. Can't take you anymore. I'm sorry. Can't happen.
Is
wow,
he crazy?
Steve.
The country
wow.
is full.
The country's full.
What?
There's something wrong with
He's deep, man. That's the most ignorant ass statement. The country's full. This ain't a joke.
No.
The country's full.
So what about the quote on the Statue of Liberty?
No, that doesn't apply from people who come from south of the border.
Oh, bring us your huddle man. Oh, okay.
Yeah. They was talking about people from the east, Europe, stuff like that. You can't have brown skin and think that we talking about your ass on this statue. That's not what this is.
Wow. That's really something right there.
So much for that.
Yeah. Yeah. In related news, here's something just as crazy. Former Grey's Anatomy star actor Isaiah Washington thanked President Donald Trump for supporting criminal justice reform, and he criticized former President Barack Obama for not doing the same to help the Black agenda. All right, Mr. Trump and the White House celebrated the First Step Act. It's a prison reform bill focused on inmate rehabilitation, with a dinner that included prominent figures such as Isaiah Washington. The event also included a discussion about furthering reform efforts, and that's a gesture that Isaiah Washington said Mr. Obama never did during his time in office. Isaiah said he voted for 44 twice, but never heard back from him. But those who know that I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. After making headlines and receiving heavy backlash, Isaiah tweeted, "I may have 99 problems with 45, but mass incarceration ain't one of them," he wrote.
So what is he didn't hear back from President Obama? Is that what he upset about? He didn't hear back from him?
He said he said he voted twice for him and he never heard back from him.
I voted for him too. I ain't looking for him to pick up my call.
Right.
Say thank you.
That's not how that works, sir.
Wow.
And for you to make a comparison between the 44 and the 45th, I don't think you understand what you're saying, and you just can't make those types of statements. Now, if somebody misunderstands your visit, take it from me. I know what that feels like. But you don't compound it with an idiotic ass statement like that.
And I love Isaiah.
I don't know him. I might know him if I saw his work, but
no, you will.
I mean, man, you can't say that and expect not to get some type of backlash. Especially, look, man, if you want to be a Trump supporter, just be that. But don't knock the 44th to get your point across for the 45th, because if you start doing that, you're going to lose that comparison. You're going to lose that comparison. Now, just because the 45th is taking your call and calling you back, it's only because he needs something from you. And so, man, if I were you, I'd be very, very careful. But you can't do it like that, man. I'm just telling you, dog.
Yeah.
You can't use President Obama to bluster your claim with bolster, whatever it is, bluster. See, but let me just use this word. You can't bluster. No, matter of fact, I want to say it like that shit.
Okay.
I appreciate you telling me it's bolster, but you can't bluster your damn viewpoints by comparing him to the 44 to the 45. It ain't the same, dog.
There's no comparison.
Now, if we get to comparing, like when we had hope, we could stick our chests out. We were proud of our president. The world felt like there was a change in this country. He was respected worldwide by all world leaders. He did more to try to bring about an embracement and unity around the world, and we were getting close. Number 45 has done away with all of that. All of it. Done away with all of it. He has rescinded everything this president has ever done. Now, compare that to 44 and 45. Bruh, don't do that, man, to our very first African-American president. Are you kidding me? Because you never heard from him. Who are you that he got to stop running the nation? See, this president, he didn't tweet. This president stayed in the White House and handled business. You sound just like some
emails. He said
man,
he sent,
dog. You know how many people send the president emails? You can't get to the president with no damn email.
Well, I'm just saying what he said, Steve.
He can't respond to an email. He's the president. This ain't Trump. Trump be tweeting about TV shows and stuff people say about him. The 44th didn't do that.
He wasn't a petty president.
No, because he stayed on the wall. He stayed on the wall and did what he was supposed to do. What's wrong with you, man? You see, look, man, you can make a mistake and blurt something out. Done it. But you can't fix your mistake with a dumb damn statement.
Yeah, he
said. Dumb damn. I like that. Dumb damn.
How you like that? Blaster and dumb damn. These are my 2 words of the day.
Yeah, Isaiah Washington said he's not a Democrat or a Republican, but he voted for Obama twice and never heard back from him. So, wow.
You may not be a Democrat or Republican, but you still a brother.
Coming up at the top of the hour, the NCAA's men's championship game is tonight. And congratulations finally to the women's national champions, Baylor University.
Baylor, baby.
Woo-hoo!
Shirley,
girl
that
power.
was a good game, man.
Yeah, girl power.
To the wire.
Them girls was balling.
We'll talk more sports right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Tommy, the NCAA men's basketball championship game is tonight. What does that mean? Tell me.
You know what that means. That means Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Yeah.
All right? Are pairing up against Virginia, baby. It's the NCAA men's championship tonight.
What you think, Steve?
Who
you got?
I picked Texas Tech the other day, too.
To beat Michigan State?
They have a defense, man, that's crazy. Problem is, Virginia has a defense, too.
Yep.
And it's going to be an ugly, ugly struggle tonight. I predict, this is what my prediction is, the score tonight will be in the 50s.
Oh, really low?
It will be in the 50s. And it can go either way. But just what I'm kind of looking at, man, because nobody thought Texas would beat that Texas Tech. There was talk about Virginia early on, but there was never talk about Texas Tech. Texas Tech could stun them. Stun them, dog.
I actually thought Auburn was going to beat Virginia, man. I thought it was there.
Oh, dog, it was there. Now, everybody was upset about that call, but the call was legitimate. It was a legitimate call, man. It really was.
What happened?
And
I didn't see it.
Shirley, there's no need explaining it to you. Because even when we tell you what happened, you're not, Shirley. And I was
Did he miss a free throw or something?
No, see right there.
It was made all 3.
So I was in an event and came out and just saw the end of it.
She got mad.
And all the bros was in there talking about, man, Auburn got robbed. But when I went and saw the replay at the bar, no, that was a foul. That was a legitimate foul. That was a real fault. That was a real call.
But let me ask you this. Before that, though, before the foul, was that a double dribble?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shirley, be quiet.
Tommy,
come on, Shirley.
He throw the ball behind his back. He hit his own foot. He pick it up and dribble again. That's double dribble, partner.
All day, huh, Shirley?
All day. I don't give a damn who you.
Today.
Well, you take that away, dog, and they get the ball back. Now it's a whole different ball game. Auburn wins.
Yeah.
But we have to give mad congratulations to Baylor. Them girls, the Baylor Lady Bears won that thing last night, man. Woo!
Yeah. They beat Notre Dame.
Yep.
Hey,
and their best player went down, and they was, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right, because in Notre Dame, the girl who won the 2 buzzer beaters in the finals last year, the sister, beautiful sister, what's her name? Oak.
Yeah. I don't know how to say it.
She's a bad girl. They fouled her with 3.6 seconds left.
Did you just say, stop, Steve? Did you just say Oprah?
Yeah, she did. Tommy.
Keep going,
Tommy.
Steve.
See, you gotta learn how to ignore it, cousin. Don't help.
He said, oh.
No. So
it's like Oprah plays best. Oh, okay, never mind.
Go ahead, dog. Go ahead.
She got to the free throw line with 3.6 seconds left. and they were down by 2, and she missed the first one. And then she made the second one.
So let me ask you this. What do you think? When you miss the first one, shouldn't you intentionally miss that second one?
Well, you can try, but,
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you mean try to miss? Just miss the damn shot and hope y'all get the rebound.
Well, but they make it and they take it out. They got to go for the steal and then throw it up. You got a better chance of that. It didn't work. It didn't work. But she missed a free throw. You ain't going to make all the free throws, dog. I wasn't mad at the girl. It wasn't her fault. She took it real hard, but it was not her fault.
Yeah.
So Baylor won, man, but Baylor deserved it. They had some bad girls out there with Baylor, man.
Lady Bears.
They was balling.
Baylor.
And it was
So who you
really,
picking? Who you picking tonight? Virginia or Tech?
I think Tech gonna edge them out, man, because they just gritty.
The defense.
They just real gritty, man.
Okay.
Real gritty.
We'll see. It's going down tonight, baby. Virginia and Tech going
Down.
Sure.
I thought to say that.
Shirley,
Yeah, that's real
let me tell you
good.
something. Today, Shirley,
Thank you, Steve.
right now, you, Isaiah Washington, and Jussie, y'all done got on my damn nerve today.
How dare you? How dare you?
I love all 3 of y'all, but y'all done got on my nerve today. man.
Don't you ever put my name.
Oh, I see the lady's name from Notre Dame. Is it Notre Dame or Notre Dame?
It don't matter.
Yeah, tomato.
Notre Dame.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Her name is, Steve, I see why you have a
Okanala.
problem. Okunbawi? Bawi?
I can't
Girl can
pronounce
ball.
it, but let me tell you something. That girl right there, good Lord have mercy, that girl can ball.
Araki.
Yeah.
I can't
When
pronounce
she
her
get to
name.
the WNBA, she gonna
She's
be
a bad
beast.
girl. She
We're
gonna
going
be
to
great.
call her
at the
Lady O.
Yeah.
She was bad, man. That girl can ball. She made 2 buzzer beaters last year to get them into the Final Four and then to win it. To win in the Final Four and then win the championship game. She had buzzer beaters at both games. That's a bad girl.
Well,
But
congratulations again. That's good.
to Baylor. I know a lot of people went to Baylor, Tommy.
I don't know nobody.
I know a lot of people went to
I only had
I
3
do too.
friends went to college. No, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Dog, on for real. It was me, Rick, and Butch. We all went to college. All us is Qs.
Biggie Wig?
Butch. Big ain't went no
Butch.
college.
Oh,
Not
okay.
Biggie.
No, I mean, I was asking, did he go?
Girl.
It's a question. It's just a question.
But he lived down the street, Shirley.
All right, we'll be
Question.
watching the men championship game tonight, Tommy.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be
I'm
good.
pulling for
I like it
Texas
when they
Tech, for
pair up
sure.
like this. I like it when it's down to the wire. Last with a 1 minute on the clock, it's tied up. Let's go get
Okay,
it. Anybody can win.
Let me ask you guys this. Do you bet on this? Do you bet
No.
on college games?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't bet on games hardly ever.
Mm-hmm. But people do, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I think college athletes should get paid.
I do, too. Always have, yeah.
Yeah, they should get paid legally.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, guys. We got to get out of here. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, there's no shortage of pointers out there for how to have a happy marriage. We've all heard that you should never go to bed angry. That's in the Bible, and how important date nights are. But if you want to know what the key to a long-lasting marriage is, the leading expert may be 100-year-old Miss Willie Williams. Say it with me, Tommy.
Miss Willie Williams,
Oh, jeez.
100 years old.
She's been married to husband Mr. D.W. Williams for 82
D-Dub.
Yeah, 82
Wow.
years, Steve. 82 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lifetime.
That's really right?
That's a lifetime.
Yeah.
82 years.
82 years, and she's 100.
That's way more than a lifetime.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, wow.
That is, they're the longest I've ever heard. All right, she's now happy to share her secret to making it last. Mrs. Williams is from North Carolina. She says women recently celebrated her joint birthdays with her hubby. who just turned 103. Okay? So she and her husband just celebrated. He turned 103. She turned 100 at a party in Charlotte where she revealed that kindness is the key to her longevity. I freaking love that. Kindness is the key. She says, just be nice to each other. Aw.
So if me and Jackie nice to each other from here on out, we finna be 100.
You're not gonna make it. Because it doesn't really matter how nice you are, Tommy. It's your stupidity gonna offset it. Yeah. It says niceness, not nice and dumb.
Yeah. Aw, this couple has lived through a lot, from the Great Depression to the Civil Rights Movement, but they still remember meeting in South Carolina way back in 1937. Dr. Williams says she was good looking and his wife thought he was handsome at 30. So just be nice to each other. All right, that's it. Seems like solid advice for a lasting marriage. I mean, that seems so simple, right?
Yeah, that's easy to say.
Yeah, sounds.
That, be some stuff be happening.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think it is, Steve?
To what?
The secret to a long-lasting marriage.
I
can agree with this. Just be nice.
I mean, it's got to be trust, and there has to be a bond. I think the bond is really, really important. And if there's such a great trust in the bond, it makes for a better time. And then I think each couple has to have a certain amount of self and freedom to be themselves.
Amen.
So you don't get lost in the relationship and you become just this person who is,
Mr. So-and-so's wife.
Yeah, or Mrs. So-and-so. And you got to have some things to yourself that makes you.
Yep.
That keeps you alive and bubbly. And I think y'all got to miss each other.
Yep. I agree. I agree.
I think that every day working together, some people can do it and be very happy at it, so it's not any one formula. But certain couples need that time away from each other to remain fresh.
Yep.
Yeah,
and you're right. Every couple is different. You have to do what works for you. Once you find out what that is, then that's
your
what
playbook.
you do.
Because there's couples who work together, live together, and they're doing really well. So I can't really say that.
So just be nice to each other.
Yeah, be nice to each other. Wow,
and
82
get away from
years.
each other sometimes.
Yes, and take a break. Wow.
So when we take these breaks, we can go anywhere when we take these breaks.
Yep.
Okay.
Just say yeah.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, Congresswoman Karen Bass plans to head to the House floor this week to formally enter Nipsey Hussle's contributions to South Los Angeles into the congressional record, where it will be a part of United States history forever. She says that's really nice. She says Nipsey was a proponent of community development at the real estate and intellectual level, who was all about empowerment, specifically when it came to the economic opportunity in South L.A. A Change.org petition seeking to have the intersection of Crenshaw and Slauson in the Hyde Park neighborhood of Los Angeles renamed to Nipsey Hussle Way has attracted over 415,000 signatures and counting. In the meantime, Nipsey's memorial service is this coming Thursday at the Staples Center. Wow. Yeah. People loved Nipsey Hussle. I mean,
yes. Tribute still all this past weekend.
Yeah, all over the world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we're going to switch gears, lighten things up a bit here. Ray J and his wife, Princess Love, are very serious, they say, about finding their missing dog. And by that, we mean they're willing to pay $20,000. That's right, $20,000 to anyone who finds it. Princess Love announced on Saturday night that one of the couple's Maltese dogs, Bugatti, that's his name, has gone missing from their home in Calabasas.
Okay, hold on.
What?
What the dog look like? Because I can get you a dog.
Maltese. Is it white?
White Maltese.
Yeah, white
Yes,
Maltese.
it's white.
White Maltese.
Yeah.
That's what they want for 20.
See, if I do that, though,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give them the wrong dog because I don't know what a Maltese is.
You do. You know when you
You've
see
seen
one.
them. Cute,
You've seen
cute,
'em.
cute
They're
dogs.
so cute.
Who answers to the
Everybody
name of...
think they dogs is cute.
Who answers to the name of Bugatti, though? That's the thing.
Well, see, ain't nobody.
Okay. So if we get a dog and train him to answer to Bugatti, we got 20 coming.
I think they gonna know that's not him because the Bugatti that you gonna train ain't even gonna know Ray J now. You sitting there looking at their ass like they just is crazy.
Crazy.
They're like,
Man.
come here, Bugatti. Come here, Gotti.
Bugatti, you all right? What? Bugatti? I'm Bugatti, but who are you?
Princess Love says they believe Bugatti might be in the neighboring Woodland Hills area. They live in Calabasas, she and Ray J. According to TMZ, Ray J's parents were dog sitting over the weekend when Bugatti escaped through a gate on their property around 3 p.m.
Mama
Saturday.
That's
crazy,
oh,
man.
that's
It's
terrible.
Mama and them
Yeah.
fault.
Sonya, Mr.
Oh,
Willie.
I know.
We don't know where, and old people do. We don't know where that dog is.
Who left the gate open?
I looked out there and I saw the dog in the yard, and he was just running and running. And the next thing I know, I didn't see that dog. I said, "Hey, Gotti," and I ain't hear nothing. I said, Gotti. He said, "Daddy, it's Bugatti." Boy, I said Gotti now. And he don't answer to that. He ain't him. Well, Mama, Daddy, we gotta find the dog. He gone. He ain't want to stay here no more. See, so Bottega, when he took off, I didn't know what he was doing.
It's Bugatti.
Oh, okay.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Same as my mom would say.
Cause you know, I called him. I was outside on the porch. Out, Maserati. Maserati.
All right, we'll be back for our last break of the day and Steve Harvey's closing remarks right after this. You don't want to miss it.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are, last break of the day on this Monday. Leave us with some closing remarks.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do, but it's going to be encouraging and uplifting, but of a different nature. This weekend, I was in a place where I was around nothing but friends. It was a bunch of friends of mine. And I saw guys that I hadn't seen, some of them in 43 years. I have known these guys for 45 years. Two of the guys that was there, we have been friends since we were 4 years old. Butch and Rico. These boys and I have been friends for 58 years. And I was so proud of my partner Rico, man, because I was just watching him and how he, you know, man, took care of himself. And, you know, he had this sheet that he carried with him everywhere on his phone that reminded him of what to eat and what not to eat. I got the list from him. You know, I've seen it before, but I didn't follow it as stringently as him. And we were all talking about it. And I just wanted to talk to you all for a second today about your health. You know, this is an AC radio station, so the majority of people who listen to this show are full-grown adults with children. We've got some millennials that listen to the show, but this is a adult contemporary show. And so we have a wide range of people, but wherever you at in life, you can do better. Everybody can improve their current status in life. And the thing I want to talk to you about is just improving your health. You know, the two most important things that you have in your life is your health and your time. Because if you're out of either one of those, you're in trouble. Health and time are your two most important commodities that you have, and that you have some say-so. And you have a lot of say-so in your time. You may not know when your time is up, but the time you have available to you, you have a say-so in every last one of those minutes. And in your health, you have a say-so. Now, some things can come upon us. I know that. I'm not naive that we can be stricken with an illness that we have no control over and could not have stopped it. And then some of the stuff we can prevent through what we eat. Not all of it, but some of it. And as I was with some of my great friends, man, I watched so many guys that had taken care of themselves, man. We were sitting around there was a few of them there, man, that I really felt for. Because I went, wow, man, what's happening here? And I sat with them. I wanted to encourage them and put my arms around them. But I got a radio show. I can reach a lot more people. You are what you eat. You are exactly what you eat. And you can change how you are by changing what you eat. You can start feeling better and doing better by eating better. And I'm telling you, man, as a culture, we don't always make the best food choices. Now, I understand what's wrong. I understand that in our communities, there are no fresh grocery stores. I understand that. We live in these barren cities, and you drive down some streets and you can see every fast food chain in the world back to 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 back. And I got that they're so convenient and easy because they're right there, and they make it inexpensive to come in and get it, and they always got a special for you to come in. But man, we eating the wrong stuff, man. We got to start thinking about better choices with what we eat if we want to be here. I heard a doctor say one time, what you eat in your 40s, we will diagnose for you in your 50s. What we diagnose for you in your 50s, we will treat you for in your 60s. And whatever we're treating you for in your 60s, we will bury you for in your 70s. And I was sitting up there going, wait a minute, whoa. And that's kind of crazy. And I went to thinking at 40, you can really fix the way you live in your 40s. So what you eating in your 40s, if they're going to diagnose in your 50s, and what they diagnose in their 50s, they will treat you for in your 60s, and what they treating you for in your 60s, they will bury you for in your 70s. Folks, we got to start thinking about what we eat a little bit better. I can't be no vegan. I can't eat just no vegetables. Look, man, I'm not promoting being a vegan because I've done it this year. I'm not promoting, one diet over the next. But I know if you eat food with preservatives in it, you're in trouble. Because when you chew a food that has a preservative in it, it doesn't stop having the preservatives in it. So if they got preservatives in it and you eat it, guess where they preserving itself at? In your body. That's crazy. And then your liver doesn't know how to process this foreign object, so it pushes it aside into a fat cell. Hold up, man. Are you kidding me? I got a partner, man, that's in a nursing home in Cleveland, and I just got the news that he was in a nursing home. We the same age. He's 62. He in a nursing home. My boy just told me he weighed 450 pounds. I said, what? He weighed 450 pounds. You know what the doctor told me then? The doctor said, do you know any 350-pound 70-year-olds? I don't. And if you know one, guess what? I bet you just know one. So why would you take the chance on trying to be that one? Man, we got to do better with our nutrition, y'all. We got to start doing better, man. There's books out there. There's things, there's programs you can get on, man. We got to start doing better, y'all. Or we going to leave here earlier than we have to. You are what you eat. We got to eat better. Look, man, y'all just have a great weekend. And quit eating all this crazy-ass food y'all eat.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.